Alright, so as most of you know, Fiona Harvey filed a lawsuit against Netflix for the Baby Reindeer series they released, based on the true story from Richard Gadd, the writer of the series, being stalked and harassed by a patron at the pub that he worked. So a few weeks ago, Richard Gadd filed a declaration to the court in support of Netflix. Inside this declaration were 61 exhibits, which included emails, letters, and voicemails, all sent to Richard Gadd from Fiona Harvey. So I wanted to make a video and go over all 61 exhibits, but unfortunately the voicemail messages are sealed and not accessible to the public. And the handwritten letters are so sloppy it's nearly impossible to try to decipher what she's writing. But the vast majority of the exhibits are emails, and those are accessible to the public. So I will be able to go over those. So as I started recording this video, one of the emails, Exhibit 8, was 4 pages long and took me over 13 minutes to read aloud. So I'm obviously not going to be able to cover all of the emails on a single video, so I will break them up into multiple parts. As of now, I'm not sure how many parts, depends on the length of the emails. I will try to make each video somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes. So will likely be broken up into 3, 4, 5 videos, just depending how long it takes to read the emails. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into these emails. Okay, so this first email, Fiona wrote "Yummy Mummy" on the subject line, which is grotesque considering that she wrote that in reference to Richard's mom after seeing a photo of her online. The fact that Fiona doesn't comprehend that that's inappropriate just further demonstrates how unhinged she is. Alright, so her email says, "I did not actually block your account because I don't know how to do that. I am not a little moron who sits at computers all day. I see your mom is on Twitter. I looked up yours to see what was going on in your head and you retweeted her. She looks normal and happy in the seaside photo. Her hair is better blonde. She could get a toy boy. Now this whole trimester is busy as hell and I see from your Twitter account you have shows. My book will be serialized. The aim of the game is to make as much cash as possible. I am still very angry and upset with you. You did not discuss me in that vile little pub. You owe me a written apology. Professionals such as me are now are now taking over the country. There will be a Tory victory, and I think the S&P will gain maybe 20 seats. Nicola is beholden to folk like me, so she had better not forget that. David and Gideon are performing superbly. You just behave, keep your hand on your happiny, and think before you open your mouth. I will not stand for the meaning of women in any way. Need to dash. I have people waiting for me. F. I love the photo of you sleeping on Twitter. I'm away to do likewise. I do look better though. X. You look great with a better haircut. Sent from my iPhone. Are you down, Soho, pretending to be gay, wee one? Having a vigil? You look blank in one of those online photos. Don't you worry, I love you, and I would blank if they attacked you. Just try not to fly or use the tube. They are all over it. They should all be tagged. Sent from my iPhone. Okay, I can't really say this one all the way through, so I'll improvise. All blanks should be tied up by the blanks to hang from blanks. Sent from my iPhone. Mark hasn't emailed me. I said I would take him for a drink, poor guy. FK, I have no time to do anything. Not getting sleep cause of M bloody neighbors. I hate M's. Noise, act like animals. 2 hours sleep a night I get. I'm selling that place. One of my male pals threatened to beat them up last night. I wish he had bloody done. I was playing loud rock music to FK them off. I do hate M's. Like that little gorer of a M that goes in the alley fell out with redhead. They hate women, these M's. I don't know that wee blank, and he was turning his nose up at me. She refused to serve him. She was quite right. He had obviously laid into her with his M hate. I spoke to him once and he said he hated his wife. Next I knew he was turning up his horrid ugly nose at me that day. You were there and you told him off. Thanks for that. They're wee shites. I get them running along balcony for hours on end. They are all on the game or drug dealers. I've called in the useless English Scot Squad 5 times. I may buy myself and new toy for my 50th on 28th July. I may have a party. I may buy a new leather jacket. I may buy crotchless panties. FK knows. When I seal that place, I'll have a party to trash the place to FK off the M's. Someone called Mari a hooker. Must Google it. It was some professor from Edinburgh Uni. She's asked me to take a look at it. Do not buy chalk cheesecake from M&S. Oh God, so rich. Had some of it last night. Too sweeter. Gadd's Rush. That wee wazzock of a hairdresser has done my hair one shade too dark. He's Italian. No wonder I'm racist. Wee F. Sent from my iPhone. Can I just say before I go out again, I can't stand this blank business. I could say I think Julia Roberts is quite beautiful, but I'm not gonna blank on her, am I? It makes me squirm, actually. Blank women, come on to me. So not only do all the men want Fiona, all the women do too. I can't stand it. Yuck, yuck. Sent from my iPhone. Alright, buckle up everyone, because this is a long one. I am blocking your email account after I've written this email. It would have been written earlier, but due to pressure of time, it was not. Now that Hallie Arms will be shut down. There have been a variety of complaints to the regulators. This has been the case for a number of years. Indeed, Amy Winehouse, who you love to chastise so much, obtained Class A drugs in there. I have always known that. I shall not be taking part in any disciplinary proceedings against the Hallie Arms, but I know who will be, nor do I have any clients taking part. No MTV lawyers or MTV employees go into that bar, nor do other businesses. Staff will be drug tested and tested for alcohol, and indeed operations have been ongoing against that bar for some time, considerable period of time. Customers have been offended, and frankly time has been wasted because it could have been shut down for health and safety reasons alone years ago. The place is filthy. This is not the only bar in the area to be shut down. Turning to your own culpable and reckless conduct, you have upset me to an incredible degree. We wouldn't want anyone to upset Fiona, since she's so pleasant to everyone herself. You have made aspirations on my character on matters of which you know absolutely nothing. You have called me unemployed and not a professional person. Who could ever call Fiona unprofessional? You have alluded to the fact I acted for a battered wife and was derided for doing so in an article that was litigated upon. You have called me mad, etc., to others who have reported back to me. She's got people reporting back to her when people spread nasty rumors about her and try to defame her character. Other staff have done likewise to other female customers. It has all been reported back to me and others over a period of months. You had me banned for no reason. I only gained my way back to gain more evidence. You claim to have 2 degrees in English, which you do not have. You do have that theater thing from the worst university in Scotland, i.e. Glasgow, and that post-grad from Oxbridge. I have 3 years of English and my first-class honors politics and history degree, so I in fact have more passes in English than you. I took that after my LLB. You claim to blank that moron from Fife who you spoke to in that bar that you were from Warmont and that you were 25. On Friday, you said you were 24. Blank claims to be a variety of ages too. It is just beyond farce. I thought you were quite genuine originally, despite the fact you come from Fife and no one in Fife ever works and they are all on the Labour Party, Catholic Mafia gravy train. Your mother is or was a public sector worker. She is or was a clerical assistant, and your father does or does work in the public sector. My parents did not get on, but they both had their own businesses and very successful ones. Fife breeds this mentality of slaggering everyone else off, so does Glasgow Uni. That blank guy is obviously a public school product and he has offended everyone. He has banned me for phoning and asking me to talk to blank one day. That was what I was banned for. That girl from Dundee was banned because she stood up to blank. I only wrote in because I thought them vicious and did not want them to turn on her even more. Blank was not paid and was given blank incorrect phone number by... She was sacked because she slept with blank. I like the way that she doesn't stir up gossip. She has, to my knowledge, still not been paid. I inadvertently told blank about blank behavior. That was a genuine mistake because we were talking about other bad behavior from the men in there and blank pressed me on it. I covered fro blank saying he did not know because I thought blank was quite a nice guy who did not need the hassle. There is no way blank could not have known because very one knew. I think blank realizes that. The staff act like children. At the Soho thing, I was told to... I was told to F off my blank, etc., and that blank had said so. I told everyone. That blank has issues from his parents and his public school schooling. The word bully does not quite come into it. I don't know much about the blank apart from blank mucks about with younger women. That has come to me from several sources. Blank inherited from the blank that no one has ever heard of. Blank is like a skint rabbit and the blank had a great many grievances with him. Said he used to be a football hooligan. From now on, any major star will not be in there. I most certainly will not be in there. No local businesses will be there. Complaints will continue to be made, no doubt, by others regarding the drug taking, etc., I move out of Camden tomorrow. Yopu also knew... I had one exam this week and I did not have the material for it. There are also 5 diggy-doggy Camden law firms currently being investigated to the hilt. In fact, I am hard-pressed to think of a straight institution in Camden. Blank also told the blank I was a man-eater or words to that effect. The problem with blank is he is very involved in the Camden drug scene. There are some typos here, but I am in a rush as usual. The leader of Camden Council is going to be made to resign over multivarious factors. Big business is coming in and will not tolerate this nonsense. I am moving elsewhere in the burg, but due to work commitments, I shall be abroad a great deal. Yeah, she's in high demand. She's wanted everywhere. So she's just traveling the globe, going from work event. Such an important public figure, Fiona Harvey is. I had one husband who died who would have knocked your block off had he been alive from some of the things you and your cronies have said to me before in the past. I can assure you I am not mad or unemployed or any of the things you have said. You are naive, ugly, stupid, and badly educated. That is me being generous. You have no future in acting or that silly, crude show. Fiona, don't taunt Richard just because he has no future in show business like you do practicing law. We all know you are a highly more talented lawyer than he is actor or screenwriter. No need to rub it in his face, Fiona. That Channel 4 documentary I don't think will air or that thing you are doing. This is the tip of the iceberg of what I could be saying. None B who has ever worked for that bar will ever be allowed to run their own pub. Objectionists have been lodged in advance. Blank will not be hired by any law firm known to me. That mad theater course at Glasgow will be deprived of funding in the fullness of time. So immigrate, but not to anywhere I go on holiday. Keep output of my way and keep out of the way of anyone I know and do not defame people. That is frankly all I have to say on the matter. But let me go ahead and type another few paragraphs. That's all I've got to say. But wait, there's more.
There are also a number of people signing on, as you put it, and working in the Halley Arms, and they are not declaring tips for tax. A number of PLO also do not have leave to remain in the for country. These issues are probably being investigated. A couple of questions. Why are the female staff so ugly with no blanks? Why is upstairs a knocking shop? It's not a function room, it is a knocking shop. Why is everyone allegedly in a band, but no bands are successful? Why has no one in there ever had a proper job? I am very loyal to people, Richard, and I do not make enemies easily. yeah, clearly, Fiona has no enemies except Richard. You have really taken the biscuit for the things you have said about me. I won't be suing you because you are a man of straw. I won't be saying anything about your. I am telling you you are unhireable, but won't be saying that publicly. I have ethics and I have candor. You, frankly, do not. Your generation were brought up by the badly educated parents on Twitter, etc., etc. Oh, that was the other jibe, wasn't it? 6 followers on Twitter. Well, I have another Twitter account with 350 with 350,000 followers. It's not under my name or yeah, I bet it's not under your name. It's not under my name or any contortion of my name, and it is to assist with my PhD monitoring how a-holes behave on Twitter. I am associated with a number of firms and they have many Twitter followers, and sometimes I contribute. Why don't you move back to Glasgow? That's QA work shy Catholic mafia kind of place full of and gangs and liars and crimbos. That might suit you just fine. Blank is right about one thing. Each try one in the area does think he is blank. That is correct. Now stay away from me. Your email is now blocked from my account. Oh man, yeah, this email here is what really gave Richard the most trauma. Just the thought of Fiona blocking him and not contacting him anymore just really sent Richard's life into a downward spiral. We just need to pray for Richard's well-being and recovery from dealing with this devastating email. You never had my main phone number anyway. Yeah, he never asked for it. My contacts are considerable in very walk of life, and they are all very angry with you and the other staff at the Halley Arms. I don't know blank and his wife. I have heard derogatory comments, but I don't know them. At the Soho Theater, I did talk to blank. It was that wee idiot blank who verballed me my quarrel is not with blank and the wife. Oh, and that's another thing. How come blank is a blank if blank signs on, as you put it? How come Esther is a film director? So now they are all Ken Loach. God, give me strength. I have never signed on in my bloody life, as you put it. I have never even mad in my life, and I D1 postgrad at Glasgow only because the firm demanded it. I am highly educated and have a number of qualifications you don't know about. Now go away and leave me alone and my reputation. FBH. You've got a very big enemy in the acting world. I'm not telling you who that is, but they are saying you are all image, and a pain in the butt. Frankly, I'm not surprised. Narcissists are like that. Got to go. The S&P have just selected some very good women Westminster candidates. Joe Cherry QC, who I know, and Natalie McGarry. McGarry will take that seat off Curran. Been kept back by Jobsworth all day. Everyone is saying you are a wee yap deer. They have started demolishing the crap bit of Candom just at the back of Halley. Good. Candom is going. Alright, so I'm going to stop it there for now. I will try to have part 2 out later in the week or next week.
If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and God bless.